alpha and all this shit. Like if I say some shit like that, they'd kill me.
So do you feel like sometimes you're like a prisoner of your accomplishments?
I have made a lot of the beds I lay in, but I mean, I don't feel like I deserve it to that point. Like I got into it with another dude. Like after it, I came back to they banned me for a year. I come back over there.
Yeah.
And Cuz pulls up to the event, another battle rapper, and just starts telling me rap right now, like as if I'm some kind of fucking like you're runner or something. Like who the fuck are you type of shit. Like that's what I was thinking. Like bro, I'm just trying to chill. And he's like, nah, fuck you, rap right now. You think you got street politics out here? Da-da-da. Like he's talking crazy to me. So I fired on him, and then the first thing that came out on the fucking before they even seen it, because then they seen the video and they're like, oh shit, oh Diz wasn't. But imagine if the video wasn't there. So they seen the video, they seen all the shit he did to me leading up to it, and then like, oh, I would have punched him too. Everybody said that, right? But before that video hit the line, and when they first started saying it, and there was a part of the video that came out first without the initial talking. Bro, everybody was like, look at him again. Now he thinks he's tough. He punches one guy. Now he's punching the other. So what am I supposed to do there? Let a dude climb on top of my shoulders and slap me and tell me to rap? Like, at what point do I stand up for myself? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's like weird. They don't let me stand up for myself.
Yeah, no, the reason why I asked you is because in that game, it's predicated on
bravado.
Yeah, and just saying the most craziest shit that you can to win this battle. So it interests me, like when somebody is coming at you so crazy, like it seems like it takes a certain amount of control that you've exhibited.
Oh, to not flip out on someone?
Yeah.
Well, if it's bars, you good. If you're talented and you're being creative, that's part of the game. But bro, you coming outside of the battle.
Right.
Like you talking to me while I'm trying to hang out. It's my first time in an event in a year.
Yeah.
I've been banned for fighting. And you trying to push me into a fight. We get into a fight and it's my fault. Like it's the same shit that used to happen to me in school, by the way.
Yeah.
This is why I hate all this shit.
And this is what I'm saying.
I hate all this shit. I couldn't even defend myself.
See, now it came out. See, this is what I've been trying to get you to. You see? Now that's what I'm saying. See, again,
I used to have to mark out of situations that I knew I could fucking destroy the dude, and like I'm just like, you can't, you a pussy then, and like I know like I'm on my last strike, but he's not, and it's like I can't even.
I'm glad you said that because it shows the people watching how these past experiences can wreak their ugly head in future situations. You get what I'm saying? Because all the elements are there, and I was just waiting for you to say it.
I hate bullies. I've had that thing my whole life. Like, if I even sense it, bro, like I don't know what it is. It just bothers the shit out of me, and I don't want to become the bully myself. You know what I'm saying? So I treat everybody like I would treat my own family member. But when I see somebody that's just bullying shit, and nothing's coming in their way, it's like, man, might have to throw myself in the fire type of shit. Like I've always been that type of person. I feel like that's what happened with that dude and the Afghani kid. Yeah. None of that shit would have happened if I didn't fucking go to step. This kid was like, he was tiny as fuck. Oh, by the way, like he was trying, this dude was trying to tell me like, yo, man, like he was trying to really act like he wants to fight. Like, I'm like, bro, you're like, he was like a little, he was going to die. The guy was going to kill him. He was ragdolling.
And this is that's what I'm saying, man. Those similar experiences come. That's why
I felt so bad. Like I was just like, this is my little brother.
I would invite you to, as you move through life, take some time to reflect on those experiences more. You get what I'm saying? Because I know there's a certain element to what you do professionally that involves a lot of this bravado and things like that. So I'm not telling you to like compromise your artistic stuff. But what I'm saying is like, in certain situations in life, sometimes you got to just breathe. You know what I'm saying? And just breathe. And that's this introduces a good segue. Yeah, to my next question. Over the last couple of years, you've made some great lifestyle changes that I've seen that I want to talk about because I don't think a lot of people know about those things. That shit. Right? Why don't you talk about some of the more healthy lifestyle changes that you're engaged in now, as opposed to before?
I think somewhere like around 2017. The first thing I did was, in all, like, because I'm super anti, like, fucking fake, like, chemicals, fake shit, fake products, shit that's not natural, Western fucking products, and the Western ideology of medicine and food as a whole. I'm fucking completely against it. I'm on the whole African Middle Eastern diet, period. So I think it really started with me cutting out all forms of junk food. All forms. Like, I'm talking about soda. I don't even fucking remember what that tastes like. I don't believe that should be in anyone's body. Period. Ronaldo recently, the famous soccer player, removed a Coca-Cola off his table, and they lost like fucking $3 billion.
Wow.
Just in stocks, off one soccer player just knocking the Coke bottle off the table. Like, what the fuck is this doing here? Because what is it doing there? On an athlete's table, they're trying to promote it to kids to drink it after their games and before they destroy them.
Yeah.
You know what happens to you drinking a soda after your game? Your body's all fucking fiending for fucking real nutrients, and you just slam it with fucking just disgusting shit. Like, it's crazy, man. Like,
diet is a big part of your mental, how things work mentally.
Yeah, because a lot of these chemicals fog up your brain, right?
Yeah. Have you noticed the difference?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What are some of the things you've noticed?
I think I'm way more like I have mental clarity earlier in the day, and I'm not tired in the morning. That the last time I was tired in the morning was in like 2016.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When I was just more overweight, was doing all types of shit. I was sipping lean, doing all types of shit, bro. Fucking just junk food all day, drinking, fucking smoking 1,000 blunts in a row. I was smoking cigarettes. Like, none of the shit that I do anymore. I still smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's my vice. You know what I mean? And I switched first to plant-based diet, like fully raw. Like, and I just cut out all the fucking meat, cut out all that shit. Now my diet is like 95% vegan, 5% animal products.
Okay.
But I don't even like put dairy in my body. So like, I stayed away from a lot of crazy shit. Like dairy, I don't let that come anywhere near me because of what it does to you, like inflammation-wise and pus-wise, and just it builds up, like the mucus that it causes. All this stuff is like places that diseases harbor in. You know what I'm saying? Like, like certain diseases are not going to be able to even grow in your body without that type of environment for them. You know what I mean? An acidic environment full of mucus and the fucking trash that comes from the stuff. You know what I mean? So I cut out all that stuff and just tried to like eat less cooked stuff, oils, like corn oil, fucking all that type of oil, cooking olive oil, cooking any oil going up over like 250 degrees becomes like toxic. Like all that stuff, I stayed away from it for a long time, and I cheat sometimes nowadays because I became healthy. But it took a while, bro. Like I really watched it happen, like from just body pains that went away to like fatigue to fucking brain fog, like where you just can't even think of anything.
Yeah, you see a different.
That's not normal.
You see with a different clarity.
Yeah,
now.
but you know how like a lot of us, like a lot of Americans, you wake up and you're groggy. You can't think that day. You have headaches. None of that's normal. You shouldn't be having headaches. Like if you have a headache, there's something wrong, right? And like people tend to think it's just regular, but it's not. It's from something you're eating or not eating.
Right.
Everything is. I think all forms of disease are. Of course, there's hereditary shit, but like people that get sick, it's because of what they're doing to their body. Really,
right?
Probably wouldn't have happened to them.
What would you because you have some experience with changing your lifestyle, changing your diet, letting you said you were sipping on lean and shit like that.
Yeah, like the soda, like fucking. I sipped very little lean, but it was like more the soda. Like,
well, the reason why I say that or bring that up is because you have experience in kind of maybe resisting temptation or like I said, changing. So what advice would you give as to somebody who's changed their lifestyle to somebody who's trying to and might be having a hard time with it?
Like patience, because if you wait, like you can't, like instant gratification is what gets all people to relapse, because they just want that feeling of being sober and fucking healthy now all over again overnight.
Yeah.
They want to wake up the next day and be normal again.
Right.
And it's not going to happen. You got to fight through the fucking urges, the demons, the feeling like shit, staring at the wall for 4 hours a fucking day. 20. Like once you like sober up and you really clean, you're going to have to figure out how to think all over again. You can't just be like, all right, fuck it. Here's another fucking hit. You know what I'm saying? Let me sip this. Let me sip that. I never really got addicted to that shit though. Like, and I've done drugs throughout my life, but I never really I never really sunk like that because I know I have an addictive personality, so I stop myself early. Like I always,
Smart.
and I'm
Smart.
I'm really scared when it comes to shit. So like
Yeah.
I've never taken big amounts of anything in my life. Like I'm very like just just a little like nah like everyone calls me a fucking wimp. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I never went in like that. Like and even when I sip lean, like I would sip like 1 or 2 lines. That was it. Like that was my shit. One of the reasons I tell people if you want to have a vice, smoke weed. That could be your vice because at least at some point you could stop and begin regenerating your lungs since it's the only organ in your body that does that.
Yeah.
And if you fuck over your liver, you're done. Like you got holes in your liver from drinking,
Right.
you're not getting another liver. You do a bunch of ecstasy and all that shit, you got holes in your brain.
And these are physically addicting substances
yeah,
as well.
and they physically destroy you. Like X puts holes in your brain. Like I've never done that shit, but I know a lot of people that do.
What makes things like alcohol so difficult is that when you attempt to get off of it, you get sick because your body is biologically no, that's what I'm saying. Anything like that, you're biologically addicted to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it makes
That's
getting
serious.
off of it even that much more complicated. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's good that you kind of knew yourself to know.
I manipulated
not to get
myself
into
like
that.
in sipping lean. Like I'm just too hyperactive. I can't sleep sometimes. I have too much energy, bro. So I'm like, yeah, this is gonna get me to chill because I could smoke 5 blunts in a row and still get up and box the shit out of someone.
Right.
It's like, man, when am I gonna chill out? Sometimes I'll just be sitting there, and I just sit in bed and I'm just up for like just staring at the fucking ceiling of my bed for like 3 hours. Like, why can't I go to bed? I can't.
Right.
So
No,
I
that's real.
manipulated myself into like, yeah, this gonna be my.
Yeah.
But then I went from that to like melatonin chocolates. Like, look how fucking retarded I am. I should have just started with the melatonin chocolate.
Well, you know, it's just trial
I
and
was
error.
just like,
you know,
maybe
trial and
those
error.
ended up working, but I had to pound a bunch of them, man, and they would knock me out. So I started using those to fly because, bro, that's how it started, really. Sneaking fucking lean onto a plane. That was the best fucking feeling ever. Getting lean onto a plane and getting that fucking Sprite from the fucking from the stewardess.
Oh, you
fucking
dirty Spriting
mixing
it up,
on,
huh?
on the
Yeah,
plane.
all right,
It's a
all
feeling.
right.
Like, bro, there was this one point where I was just feeling myself, bro. I was traveling everywhere, all over the world. Man, I had my little fucking my weed pen, and I brought lean on there, and bro, I made myself a little drink on the fucking flight, and I was, bro, you know, it was the craziest flight. Like, it was the best flight I've ever had because you stress when you're flying, bro.
Yeah, you already missing it. Look at that. Look at that. That's how it starts. But I'm glad. But I'm glad you were able. Like, again, it's a testament to you that you were able to show the discipline to have the lifestyle change. You know,
I love being healthy, bro. It's its own version of like being sober and healthy is its own drug. Like it's rewarding because every day that goes by, you feel the you just gotta wait. You gotta be patient for that extra advancement or progress.
Yeah, nah, absolutely, and it's important because again, just like how you worked on your health,
Yeah.
brain, same thing. So you know, so now the fact that you made this lifestyle change physically, and now you're mentally more clear, you're probably in the best position ever in your life to kind of process some of these other things that we were talking about before. You know what I mean? So I think you should definitely take advantage of that. Now, one of my last questions is this to you. Anybody that watches your Instagram, you know, lately, especially, you know, you're very outspoken about a lot of different things, whether it's politics, politics, health, you know, current events, all these. It's not just battle rap shit. So yeah, nah. And we've talked a lot about how, you know, we could change things and stuff like that, right? With ours. So my question to you is, through all those experiences, does Dizaster consciously have a purpose?
Yeah, and I feel like my purpose. I didn't think I would be asked a question like this. I mean, I actually expected it, but I think I know exactly what my purpose is, but it's like, do you show your hand?
Oh, you don't have to.
Like, are you supposed to in life? Are you like, because
Depends on what your purpose is.
Because a lot of people show their purpose and their goals early, and that's how you hinder them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
do have a goal.
Yeah. The fact that you have a purpose, though,
Yeah.
it keeps you on a straight line.
I have a goal, and I don't want it to be hindered.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody
Purpose
to.
is one of the most healthiest things. I say it on every show. Purpose is one of the healthiest things you can have.
That's what's driven me my whole life.
Yeah.
Having this guiding light and feeling like there's a purpose for you to be here and that there's something watching over you and you're in some kind of video game that you're supposed to win in.
Yeah.
If you have that mentality, as long as you have that, I think that's when the artist dies, is when they lose sight of that.
Yeah.
Is when they no longer have that, bro, is because it's definitely the most important thing, bro. And I know exactly what my purpose is. There's just too many fucking negative forces around for them to even know. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it. You know I can dig it. I get it. I totally get what you're saying. But the fact that you're able to say that, you know, it keeps you on a good direction. And I've seen the change. I've seen the change. And just in the years that I've known you, like, as you're slowly progressing into your purpose. You know what I'm saying? And it's beautiful because if anybody pays attention, they will see that you're much more than a battle rapper.
I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I mean, I definitely feel like I am, because these days I do way more other shit than battle.
Yeah, and you're here for a reason. And that's one of the most important things I wanted to kind of expose to people in this interview. Real shit.
Yeah, man, because like I feel like one of the main things too that I feel like I stand for, like you could use as part of my purpose, as part of the authentic cloth. And that's the cloth that focused on the word, and the cloth that knows how to tag, and just that real hip hop fucking cloth that's kind of gone now. That era, and keeping it pure and not having idol worship and the type of value people set on this fucking new shit. The way I feel about it is the way purists should always feel. And I feel like I'm always going to stand on that ground. And I love a lot of mainstream music. I do. I just feel like it is what it is. It's nice music. It's not the shit. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between the culture and that. Like, I'll never really diss, like, mumble rappers and shit like that. People think, like, I hate mumble rappers. I like Trippie Redd. He's one of my favorite rappers. Like, I fucking love him. He's different. People wouldn't expect me to like that type of dude.
Yeah.
But I like it for what it is. I see what we do as its own thing. And it's no disrespect to anybody, which I know I've spoken a lot on this, and they've taken it as disrespect. So I have to reiterate to all the celebrities and superstars that watch us, you know, once again, it's not disrespecting you guys by saying we hold pride in doing something that you can never possibly do or understand. And we kept it true to something that you also can't understand. You know what I mean?
Right.
People could look at it like some of us. You could look at it like, oh well, you would do that too if you had the opportunity. No, I'm not actually one of those guys. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are, but I don't want that. That's not what I wanted. I never wanted that. I was never like that artist type of guy, like pursuing an artist career, promoting my shit, trying to tour and do shit. That's not even my, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to do any of that. I never was. What I wanted to do is just preserve the gem, this fucking Cool Herc and Melly Mel fucking creation. You know what I'm saying? Like like, I just want to preserve that. Like, just the whole, just like, fuck you, this is our shit, and like anti-government shit, the real anti-government shit, the real fuck you, the real fucking voice, the freedom of speech, that's what I stand for, bro. Like, the real shit. Like, there's no, oh no, this doesn't fit in with, or it doesn't, you know, it's too offensive, or, you know, all this new shit. Yeah, no, real hip hop shit. Like, fuck you, this is what's happening in the world. Suck my dick. Like all that. Like, fucking kill a cop, do this, whatever. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. It's as long as you're expressing yourself in your reflection of your environment, in which we don't have that no more. We have a reflection of a fictitious environment. We have rappers who rap about the environment they want to be in rather than the one that they live in today. You know, and that's why this shit dead to me. Like,
and it could be therapeutic for them too to talk about the things that are really happening to them. You know,
they don't have it structured that way to do it, and the people that are above them are going to, a lot of them want to. I wouldn't even hold this over artists' head like they're all shallow. I think they're being forced to be shallow. They're being forced to be shallow. I'm pretty sure another thing is a lot of artists be making these records we're talking about and they just get shelved. Like, we're not using that for the album.
Right.
Like, no, we're using this one in the club.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because there's some of the, some of these young dudes I've heard them make songs like that.
We want to hear real life shit. That's, to me,
Definitely.
that's what hip hop is. Hip hop is like, here, I'll give you a random example of hip hop. A random example of hip hop is Ja Rule making a song for his daughter with Ronald Isley. You know which one I'm talking about? The I'll always come back. That's hip hop. Because it's a real deep fucking thing. You know, Joe Budden has a song like that too.
Oh yeah, Joe Budden has a whole bunch of the whole mood music thing is a.
Okay, like that's that shit. Like, why do we like Nipsey?
Oh yeah, because he talked about our experiences.
And it's like, bro, like that's hip hop. So I feel like as long as the person, and I just feel like that's what I'm always gonna exist as a threat. Like, because if something happens around me, I can rhyme about it.
Yeah.
And that's really what hip hop is, rhyming about what you see whenever you want to at the time, and nobody could tell you not to. Like, no, we're not. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is today.
Yeah.
So, I always say that. I stand for that, bro. Like,
yeah, nah, that's real. I always say that hip hop was my first therapist and psychologist.
it is. It's therapy. What you mean?
All
And
the
like,
way.
the main thing that I want to say is the word. The word. Focusing on the word itself, the rhyme. I don't give a fuck about the extra shit, man. Like, of course, we want to hear some stories, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the vocabulary, man. What happened to greater vocabulary meant greater skill. Like, it does. To be able to express yourself in multiple different words and your vernacular being used to its utmost potential rather than at a level over here that everybody can understand it is more superior. That is more superior than that. And people just need to come to grips with that, or they need to do like a new genre and like split it, and just like hip hop becomes its own genre, and then they could have rap or like this other shit, and then there will be no more beef. You could do all this singy-songy shit, and then you have like, there's no voice of the streets anymore. And what I mean by the streets, I don't mean gangbangers. I mean the streets, the people, the fucking cities. Like, there's no voice. There's a voice of the industry now and what they want you to hear, bro. We're not hearing, like, there isn't a place where you could go where you could hear what everybody's talking about. There isn't. Everywhere you go, you're gonna hear like Doja Cat or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Not to disrespect her, she's actually one of my favorite artists, but you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Like,
I like
she's amazing.
Yes,
but like, I'm saying, like, you just gonna hear like the main shit like everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what it is.
I think as long as people like yourself and other people that are coming up in the game stay uncompromised, no matter what the big machine is saying, because at the end of the day, you can't get straight to the people at on some level. So it's just about what you decide to do with your own craft. So I feel like as long as there's people like you, people like, myself that are able to reach out to the youth, because the last thing we want to do is close ourselves from the youth, or the youth not be able to come to us for examples. Yeah, so I as long as I feel we keep that communication open with the youth, because a lot of this falls on us too, not being the best teachers, and when I say that, I mean our generation. So I think if we get better at,
because nobody ever feels like they're gonna be responsible for that. Like, who's gonna go through their life feeling like they are responsible?
Again, you do it. You know what I'm saying?
And so that's on some real life shit. Like, I mentor kids not to shoot each other, but I'm talking about like who's to mentor them on some like hip hop.
But it's the same thing, because hip hop is just as important to them as anything else we've been talking about.
Yo, I met some like 19-year-old recently, bro, and he blew my mind away, bro. He like knows about everything, Wu-Tang, and like he just knew all the shit. Like, he was keeping up with me, like he knew all the shit I was talking about. I was like, bro, you are like half my age. I respect you.
I saw one of these rappers. I think his name was Corday. He rapped the whole.
Corday's fire, bro.
He rapped the whole Nas song from '94. That's like way before he was born.
YBN kids are all really dope.
So that's what I mean. So they're out there, and again, as long as people like yourself who have platforms and actually have people listening to them, you know, if you stay uncompromised, you're showing a good example to others. You know what I'm saying?
You be saying like, so you're like, as long as we have platforms. Well, here's the problem.
No, I said as long as you, as somebody who has a platform.
Oh, okay. I need to make my own platform, like how you got a platform, because my platform has been YouTube for most of my life. And as you can see now on YouTube, you can't say whatever you want anymore. So I'm predicting what's gonna happen, bro, because I'm telling you now, it's already starting on my Instagram. They literally blocked 4 of my videos because of my lyrics. I'm not allowed to say certain things. So I'm telling you now, they're coming for battle rap. They are gonna erase mad shit off YouTube.
I feel like you're blessed enough to have a certain amount of people who do follow what you say and do listen to what you have to say, whether they agree with it or not. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that. So when I say having a platform, you do have a platform. It's called Dizaster. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck the YouTubes, fuck all that shit. What I'm saying is you do have a certain amount of people who look up to what you're saying. Those people spread those messages to other people. Whether it's 20,000, 30,000, 40, whatever it is. Those people spread those messages to other people. It's just up to us to put in the work. And yeah, of course the machine's gonna make it harder. Why wouldn't
this motherfucker.
Why wouldn't they though? So at the end of the day, we have to expect that. This is where we have to, again, this all comes down to mental health, breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like how you just said, in changing your life. What does it take? Patience. You get what I'm saying? So you know, I feel like you're a good example of that. So I feel like if you continue spreading those messages and it keeps hitting these brains, okay, then it will sprout into something. Like when I'm doing therapy, a lot of times, especially with the young youth, I do a lot of therapy with the minors, right? I know a lot of the times the things that I communicate to them or that we talk about, it may not hit them like in that day, month, year, right? But 3-4 years from now, when they're going through certain experiences, God willing, they're alive and they're going through certain experiences, they're going to be able to reflect on that conversation and be like, oh, that's what he meant. And then that's when the seed sprouts. You know what I'm saying?
God,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel like you do the same thing with these people.
Damn, I mean, you actually right about that. I've seen it happen, and I've never even thought of it that way. But I've seen people come back around to me.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's happened recently.
You have a gift, you know what I'm saying, and keep using it. And you know what your purpose is, whether these people know or not. The fact that you know your purpose, that all comes into play with that. So, I mean, I know our time is running up. So, look. In closing,
this been a good one.
Yeah, for real. So in closing, look, before we sign out or whatever, is there anything that's coming next for Dizaster that you want to possibly?
I really was gonna do some shit at the end of this year, but I might postpone it. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna come back with a big battle, but I'm not sure. I think I'm really enjoying this hiatus. This first time I've taken almost a year off, and I've been taking care of my health. Yeah, bro, it's been so good. Like I just been like happy for the first time without toxic energy. Man, battle rap is a tough place, man. It's like the UFC, but with
absolutely
words. So you constantly stressed out because of this motherfucker saying this to you about this, and you see some shit like go wrong, it don't go your way. It just fucks up your whole day. Then battle rap is a shitty place. You're trying to please people that don't fuck with you. You trying to, you know what I'm saying, impress motherfuckers that ain't even here to be impressed by you. And then your people that love you are getting dissed by these motherfuckers. Like, shut up, he sucks, he da-da-da. Like, it's a crazy place. Like, you can't always be there, man. Like, I could. I always have, you know what I mean? But it feels good to be away from it. I'm not going to lie. Like, I could come back in and just do it, but it feels good not to be in the storm and hear every fucking bullshit thing that Joe Schmo said to the other guy and have an opinion about it. Because, as people, we got to have an opinion about everything. Oh, yeah, I feel this way about that. Like, I don't want to have an opinion about shit. The best thing that ever happened to me is I lost my Twitter. They banned me off Twitter because I'd be saying too much crazy shit. They took my Twitter away. It's going to be 2 years this January. I'm going to have no Twitter this January. For 2 years, I'm going to have no Twitter. And
you say it's been beneficial.
Yeah, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me because I no longer see somebody say some shit and I'm like, hold up. shut your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you hella stupid, or like, nah, you wrong about that. Like, I don't want to fucking talk to people.
You gotta step away from the matrix sometimes.
I don't even want to correct you. Like, you out there saying some stupid shit, more power to you, but I'm glad I'm not on there. We don't gotta always respond to shit, man. The internet crazy, the battle scene like that too. It poisoned a lot of people, man. You see a lot of battlers get sick of this shit. They don't know how to deal with it. It's an abusive place. The average industry artist would never be able to deal with it ever in their fucking life. They would fucking last a month or two and be like, I'm never coming back around here again.
Man.
Bro, it's not like,
it's a tough sport.
Like when you an artist, you come to I know we about to cut off, but when you an artist, you come and you rock the stage, thousands of people are there to hear you. They know your words. You could be like, and they'll still be like,
right.
When you battle it, those same amount of people are there and they're looking at you like this. Oh yeah?
They're
what
looking
else?
for an excuse to cut you.
Yeah,
up,
what
right?
else?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Like, okay, that one was okay. Like, it's like that's the reactions you get from people. You know, it's different. Like, it's harder to convince people to fuck with you.
Absolutely.
In our world,
I think that was a fair comparison when you said it's like the UFC. It really is.
It really is.
Now, I'm glad you were able to take that time off for self-care, because that's very important in anybody's life. Plus, when you come back, you're coming back on your own terms. You're coming back re-energized, mentally, physically, all that shit.
That's what a lot of it's going to be.
And I think you'll be even more dangerous and crucial.
I will.
For that. You know what I mean? So I look forward to that. I want to thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you, man.
Nah, man. I appreciate you.
Got some shit off my chest.
Yeah,
man.
And I want you to come back. When you get to getting active again, come back. I'd be interested to see how that makes you feel. But
yeah.
I want to thank you. I do want to thank you for like just making it through your experiences. Making it through life. Up to this point, and being able to use your imperfections. And some of the things you've been through to help other people, because that's what this is about. This is what this show's about. And like I said, man, that's good looking out. You know what I mean? And congratulations on everything that you've been able to accomplish, man, because you come from a deep place. So
yeah, man, I think ultimately that's what my purpose is just like coming from that part of the world, making it. And to be real with you, like I just want to leave off on this, closing this. A lot of people would be like, so for like they always want to know like what's my next step, and like don't I want to do more shit. And I want to say to them, like, it would be cool, but coming from where we're from and being the kid I was, just out there, I've already made it, bro.
That's 100.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I already did, like, you know what I mean? Like to them out there I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I kind of already like fulfilled my dreams, bro. My dream was to be the best battle rapper in the world.
It's time for it.
People will debate it, but at least it was there.
Come on, bro.
People
you
say
did that.
it, you know what I mean?
You
People
did
say
that.
that's it. That's good enough for me, because, and my idols, I met all, like, I got to work with like the fucking biggest people. Like I remember even meeting Method Man. Like all that shit was like confirmation to me that I did the right thing in my life. You know what I'm saying? When they was telling me like, yeah, man, we fuck with your shit. And I'm like, what? Like, oh, okay. Well, I idolize you motherfuckers growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's been my purpose. You know what I'm saying? But, I do got some other shit in store. But that for the most part.
Yeah, I look forward to, and I'm sure all the fans are looking forward to what the next level is and what that looks for you. You know
I appreciate you, man.
Man, and thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, you already know, heal yourself, help heal somebody else. Everything else falls into place. Thank y'all for tuning in, and you do know that healing is gangster. See y'all next time. 100.
H-E-A-L-I-N-G is G-A-N-G-S-T-A. H-E-A-L-I-N-G is G-A-N-G-S-T-A.